because of Trump tariff tit for tat by Canada, US and other countries, couple of things are happening, particularly our Ottawa, Canada's capital. This is a city of, basically IT, federal government jobs. In most cases, if you ask anyone, either they are working in the IT sector, private or government, or federal government. These are the two sectors people are working in. From the very beginning, I had a fear that although in one hand, you have to stand your ground because Trump said, well, we are going to make Canada 51st state. So obviously Canadian people, government and everybody started standing their ground and opposing this idea. That's well and good. And then Canadian government also pretty much started imposing tariffs and everything tit for tat. My fear was at the time that right away everything sounds good, but because US is our big trading partner, at some point we are going to suffer. And after so many months and years now, and this is when we started to suffer. Because I'm in the finance and tax, sector, being a chartered accountant and CPA, I can see stuff. I manage companies. So I see now the private corporations are having real tough time. This is unbelievably tough time, particularly IT companies, because they depend on government contracts, consultancy, and stuff like that. And government slowed down quite a bit, federal government, and that is impacting private sector IT corporations in a big way. Because they are not getting contracts and consultancy, obviously they are in big trouble. On the other hand, these IT companies used to claim scientific research and development, which is more like SHRED. In Canada, for IT companies, SHRED is a big incentive because whatever they spend at the end of the year, they get big money refund from these SHRED spendings. Unlike USA has a SHRED too, but their research and development, they don't give you cash money refund. They give you tax credit, means in the future if you have profit and if you have a tax liability, you can adjust. Anyways, so now what happened, federal government not only stopped giving contract and consultancy to the private corporations, because government is under pressure also. Government is even laying off people or terminating contractors and others. So because they are stopping or slowing down the contracts and consultancy, obviously private corporations are in big trouble. I see many corporations having cash flow issues, not much consulting, and they are laying off people, can't make even payroll. A lot of companies, audit firms, everyone is in trouble. So the whole point of this is that initially everything sounds fantastic. When you are fighting with a rich guy or a big corporation or a big government, you feel like, yes, I'm standing my ground. In one hand, obviously you have every right to do that, but in the long run, there are consequences, right? When you are fighting big people, big country, often the consequence is severe. And Canada, obviously US is our biggest trading partner. Now when our import, export, everything is in trouble, obviously our total whole economy will be in trouble at some point, right? Oftentimes economic trouble shows up after some time because the consequence, the effect, it takes time. And that's why Canadian economy as a whole now slowing down, whether it is federal government, provincial government, private sector, everything. And people are now actually feeling the pinch. Anyways, it's sad. It's not all Canada's fault. I mean, you have to defend your country, your population, your people. at the same time, in order to do that, you have to suffer, and that's what we are going through. Hope between Canada and US relationship improves. Trump comes to his sense. He gives up the dream of making Canada 51st state. It's not easy, even if he says that, it's for the sake of saying making another country a state. It's not just a matter of joke. It's not easy. There are so many things to be done to make another country your state. Anyways, so it's unfortunate that we have to go through this, but overall, Canadian economy is in really slowly getting to a bad shape. Hope this thing improves, because a lot of people will lose jobs or their financial investment, this and that, everything. I see companies reducing salaries, cutting salaries, laying off, or short-term layoffs. So many things are going on. It's sad to see, because we manage so many companies' payroll and everything. Particularly IT companies are in very bad shape. So those of you who still have jobs, please be careful. Hope you stay safe and sound and get through this slowdown.